Hello guys, it's Dale here with a new weekly trading ideas video. And the first trading idea that I would like to talk about is on gold. So what you see before you is NinjaTrader 8 platform with my custom-made volume profile and VWAP indicators. This is gold chart, it's futures chart and 30-minute time frame. And now I want to talk about this newly formed support at 1940, and this support is based on a trend setup. And the trend setup is when there's a trend like in here and you want to see heavy volumes formed within the trend. So for that you need the flexible volume profile indicator to look into this specific area in the chart, and this is exactly what you want to see. Heavy volume zone within a trend. Now from this heavy volume zone you can see that the price continued to move even higher, and this was very nice and aggressive buying activity. So all this is telling us that buyers who are pushing the price upwards were adding to the long positions in here, and then they continued to push the price even higher. Now the level which I have here, this one, is at the beginning of that heavy volume zone, and I think that when there's a pullback to it, if there is a pullback to it at some point in the future, buyers from here will want to become active again, defend this important zone and push the price upwards from there again. So that's why this should work as a support. Now I would like to show you more examples of this trend setup on gold, because maybe you remember I sent you a couple of videos of the gold analysis, and the previous analysis was this trend setup in here, in this zone, in this downtrend. That was the trend, and this heavy volume zone. We had a resistance in here, right there. This was the reaction to it. Alright, so again, this is the trend setup, the same setup as we have in here, only in this case it was a short trade scenario. Currently we have a long trade scenario. Previous prediction was in here. I also sent you that prediction in an email. This was an uptrend zone, this was the uptrend, this was a heavy volume zone. So this was the level to go long from, and this was the reaction. So this is how the trend setup is supposed to work. And those levels I showed you are already tested, but this new support at 1940 hasn't been tested yet. So currently we just need to wait for that pullback and take it from there. All right. So that's for that. Now let me switch over to the next trading analysis, and this will be on the British pound US dollar. So this is the British pound US dollar, and I like to talk about this resistance which formed at 1.2435. This is actually a level which I published in my members area to members of my trading course. If you guys are interested in joining us, you can do so on my website. This is it, trader-dale.com. If you click this button, then it will take you to this page, and in here you can join one of my courses. There are two. The first one is called Elite Pack and focuses on volume profile trading. The other one is called the Oriflow Pack, and it focuses on day trading with Oriflow. There's also a combo where you can get both of those packs together for a discounted price. But anyways, let me switch back over to the chart and let me talk about this level, this resistance at 1.2435. This one is based on a volume profile setup, which is called the rejection setup. In here, the price made a nice rejection of higher prices. The rejection means that the price went one way, in this case upwards, then turned aggressively and went the other way, downwards. What you want to see when there's a rejection like this, you want to see a significant volume zone within the rejection. like this one. And that volume zone definitely needs to stand out, all right, and needs to be somewhere around the place where the price turned from uptrend to downtrend. When you see this, you can trade from this zone. So that's why I have the resistance here. And if there is a pullback to this resistance, I expect a reaction from sellers, reaction from those sellers who are active here and who reversed the price from uptrend into downtrend. So it's those sellers who should become active here if there is that pullback, and they should try and push the price downwards. So that's the logic behind the resistance on the British pound US dollar. Currently we just need to wait for that pullback, and if it occurs, take it from there. Now the next trading idea is on the Euro Swiss franc, so let's check it out. And this one is based on a setup, on a volume profile setup, which I call the volume accumulation setup. And the setup goes like this. You need to see rotation followed by a strong trend activity, like here. What you do next is you use this flexible volume profile and you want to look into the rotation zone, how the volumes were distributed here. So you can see there were two heavy volume zones very close to each other. I picked the higher one to trade from because the higher one is closer to the beginning of this very strong and aggressive selling activity. This is the beginning of that heavy volume zone, and that's the resistance at 0.9587. When there is a pullback to it, chances are that sellers from here who placed their short positions here and who pushed the price downwards in here, chances are that those sellers will want to defend this zone, which is clearly important for them because they placed all of those volumes here, and they'll want to push the price downwards from there again. All right, so again, we need to wait for that pullback to this level. When the price reaches this level, we can take it from here. Chances are that there will be a reaction. Now there's one more thing that I would like to show you here with this chart. Maybe you remember a couple of days back I showed you a strategy. It was called ABCD strategy, price action strategy. And with this strategy I used Fibo tool like this to identify places where the price should turn. This was point A, this was point B, right here, point C. The price goes from A to B, makes pullback to C, and then you take the Fibo and the same distance is point D. So price should go to the point D, which is in here, and go downwards from there. And the level D is actually pretty close to the level we have here. It's just 5 pips above it, so it adds strength to that resistance we have in here. So if there is this pullback, chances are the price will react from here. If you didn't see the ABCD video, I recommend checking it out. It's in your email or on my website in the videos section, so check it out, learn about the strategy. It's a pretty cool strategy. It's a simple price action strategy, but with very good results. All right, so that's about that. That's about this analysis. And before I wrap this video up, I would like to announce a winner of a contest we had last time. The prize of the contest were my custom-made indicators for TradingView platform. And right now on your screen, you see the name of the person who won in the contest. So congratulations to the winner. And what I'll do is I'll do another contest for the next week. The only thing that you need to do to participate in the contest is leave a comment below this video that I'll upload on YouTube. And next week, I'll randomly pick one person to win this set of custom-made indicators. All right, so that's about that. It's about the video. I hope you guys liked it, and I'll be looking forward to seeing you next time in some next video. Or if you decide to join our ranks, then I'll see you in the members area. So see you next time, and until then, happy trading.